I have never actually had another Wendy on the show, so I am super excited to be able to have you here. I'm a huge fan of you and your business, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell all of our listeners and watchers a little bit more about who Wendy Wagner is.
Okay. I'm Wendy Wagner. Let's see, I live in Illinois. I've lived here my whole life. I have 4 children, 18 years apart. I have 2 dogs. Let's see, what else? I love going, if you know me, you know I love to go junking, which is, I don't know if you know what that is, but like looking for antique old stuff. I love it. And I love to find retro stuff from the 60s and 70s and bring it to me because that's totally my vibe. I love that stuff so much. Let's see. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I love to change the look of my living room every what is it called? Every season.
Nice.
I get a magazine and I go, oh, I love that. And so I try to do that. I try to change it. I used to have an antique and resale shop, and I couldn't do it then because somebody would always bring something in that I would buy and fall in love with, and I'd bring it home. Then I take my furniture and sell it in the shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so the next season, and with the decorations and everything, I'm not right now decorating for the last couple of years because we're rehabbing the house that we're in. But I am a big decorator, and so the decorations. So it would be like fall, spring, summer, winter, and all that stuff, and then all the holidays you decorate for. Let's see. My oldest daughter, lives about 6 blocks from me, and the younger 2 go to Grand Canyon University in Arizona.
Interesting.
Yeah, they both go there. My daughter's going to be a junior. My son's going to be a sophomore. Let's see. I have a 4th child who passed away 3 years ago. I think you know that story. From drug addiction. And anyway, so I'm all caught up with that, helping the homeless people and people that are addicted and trying to get them into places they should be, they need to be. It's hard because, a lot of them aren't ready yet. But there are lots of places, and I work with a man that's in Woodstock, which isn't far from me, and a woman that's in, she just opened a place in Woodstock, and it's a grieving group that's in Arlington Heights, which is like 45 minutes from me. So let's see. I do that, and that's really me. I don't go out because I don't. I don't know. I don't go out so much that my family gets mad at me. I'm like, no, I'm pretty good staying here. And so when I do go out, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what did they do in that building? Well, they did it a week ago and you haven't been out in 6 months, so you wouldn't know.
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like between all of that you're doing and your business, you probably have a pretty dang full life.
I do. Yep. And it's okay because I am kind of a workaholic. And I love doing things with my family. Of course, they're old now, they're in college, so I hang out with mom.
Yes.
And so that's hard. I don't know if you have an older daughter or son. And so that's hard thinking, oh, okay, none of this anymore. But I still do lots of different stuff to embarrass them. So
perfect.
They don't like
perfect.
It. I love it.
Yep. All of my children are adulting as well. They are 21, 26, and 29 now. So yes, I get the no one wants to hang out with mom, but we love you and we will still come home and hang with you sometimes.
Yeah, not too often though.
Not too often. Not too
Yeah,
often.
yeah, that's for sure.
So tell everybody a little bit more about your business, where you're crazy.
Okay, well, when I had the antique shop, after a while, online selling started, People were buying stuff on eBay and all that kind of thing. So I started selling on eBay, antiques and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. I did really good. And then the market in 2008, when that all happened, crashed. And I said, you know what? Let's close this. We're spending way more than we need to, and people aren't coming in anymore. So, anyways, we closed. Um, I don't know how long. I tried selling, I think, online for a little while, but I don't remember anything, so I really can't tell you. My girlfriend started selling stuff online, and she's like, you should do this because you love the stuff. And so, okay, so I started doing that. And then 3 years ago, when my son passed away, you're on the couch for a year. Nothing. Well, anyway, so I thought, I'll just go on Facebook. I was here and there. I like to watch my family. My nieces and nephews have their children grow up now, and I get to see that because they're not close anymore. So scrolling through, I found Allison's program, and I thought, I know how to sell online. Ha ha ha. And because I needed something to keep me busy and keep me focused on one thing, and that was being happy, coming back. So, sorry. So, selling funny things and sarcastic things is my son. Oh my God, he's a comedian. And you couldn't talk to him without doing something, crazy and dumb and making fun of you or whatever. It was hilarious. And my oldest daughter and him, they're 3 years apart. When those two got together, it was a comedy show for real. And I know that you like this, keeping other people happy, making them laugh and smile. So that's what I do. I try.
You do an excellent job. I definitely find joy in going to your online store on a regular basis, buying probably way more than I need to on a regular basis. It just, for very much some of the same reasons, we've talked about this and we both lost one of our children, so we understand that pain, and we also understand that sometimes laughter really is the best medicine. So finding opportunities to giggle and laugh and kind of be snarky is kind of one of our coping mechanisms. And I think the fact that you have figured out how to turn that into a business and support yourself with that is incredible.
Aww. Thanks, Wendy.
Yeah. So obviously being an entrepreneur, having your own online store, it requires you to have some steady Freddy habits, things that you do every single day that you schedule yourself to do. Not, we miss them occasionally, but what are some of those things that you're like, okay, these are my go-tos every single day to keep me on track?
Well, I have a couple. I haven't figured out the rest. Besides my list of to-dos that, if I could find it, then, I'd be great. But it's like every morning, the first thing I do is go through my emails and answer the ones I need to. Then check my store. Well, my emails would say if I had any sales. And then check Facebook and Instagram, and I post on there every day, a couple times a day, just because. Um, let's see, what else do I do? I'm trying to think. If I have things to ship, then I'll package them all up and get them ready to go. Um, I don't know, I know that there's so much that I have to have in this little order.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it. I'm not organized. I just don't. So it's hard for me to do that. Like I know A, B, C, D, but I can't get past C. You know what I mean? There's just too
Right.
much. So it's really hard for me, but I just don't walk away from the computer. And my family's having a hard time with that, which is surprising. Mom, you never see us. You never come downstairs. You're at your computer 10 hours a day. Well, you know, okay. So I started to not be on so long, at least until they go to school next Thursday.
Right.
So I really don't have a whole lot of, just don't stop. I don't stop. I keep trying,
Yeah. Keep trying something new. Keep trying to execute on all of those different things.
Right.
I know in the program that we're in together, there's definitely a roadmap to go by, but that roadmap has so many little side streets on it that you can go down. It's hard to stay focused.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I have the squirrel syndrome. Where the squirrel doesn't work. Yeah, it's crazy. I get sidetracked all the time, and it drives me crazy. But yeah, I wish I could focus more.
We all have those things that we need to pull up our bootstraps and work on. Patience is my downfall. I have really had to work on my patience. And sounds like focus is definitely yours. So we've all got our things.
I think it's the biggest one.
Yeah. So in your life, what are some of your personal or business non-negotiables? Like you're like, no matter what, this is a part of my day-to-day life.
Well, in my business, it's easier than my personal life. No matter what, I will make people happy. And I will give them, I won't stop, and I'll give them exactly what they need. You know what I mean? Like if they're, whatever their question is, or if they have a problem, it doesn't matter to me. I'll fix it, no problem. It's all done. So, so that's the biggest thing I think.
Customer service, number one.
Yeah. In my personal life, I think it's helping the homeless people and the people that are addicted to drugs, and I try to do that as much as I can. And we give clothes and we set up all kinds of like bathroom things because who thinks about that, right? All things. So lots of different things. I help with whatever this man needs. He's got a group out of his store in Woodstock, but I don't even know the name of it. I just go and see Rob, so I don't know the name of it. And in the shop, I actually we actually take 15% of our sales and give it to a foundation that I made for my son Brandon, and help the people as much as we can with them.
Nice.
So,
yeah, let me get back a little bit to your business because I want people to know and understand a little bit more about what you do. Obviously, we will have the website address for people to go to in the show notes so that people know exactly where they're going to. But with your shop, Where You're Crazy, it literally is about the apparel and things that you wear with snarky, fun little comments on them. And I know I've not only bought some of the hilarious t-shirts that you've offered, but then had you create stuff that I come up with or have seen. And I love that you're able to do that and kind of give that spin of laughter any way that you possibly can. What have been some of your favorite products this year?
Um, well, well, I don't even have it on, but I do have one that I started selling a month ago maybe, and it's a design for 2020. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have seen that one.
That one is pretty, it's exactly the way it is. A lot of people think. And that's a funny one, but I don't know. Every time I come up and do another T-shirt, it's like my favorite. Like,
I know.
it's hard. The one about the dentist. My dentist said I needed a crown. I was like, I know, right?
Right?
You
Definitely
know,
need a crown.
um, and not really Wonka. I don't sugarcoat shit.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like that. So, um, it's just so fun. I just love to find stuff and have somebody love it as much as I do.
So, with being an entrepreneur, you have to have something that is your driving force every single day because you have to get up, do the work, do the things. What do you think at the core is that driving factor for you? Is it money? Is it the customer satisfaction? What is that reward for you?
I really, what pushes me the most is it's not having to worry about money, paycheck to paycheck. My
Yeah.
husband, my husband has a job he doesn't like, but because you have to have it.
Right.
And I would love to make it so he doesn't have to. I would love to make enough for that. And then I'd love to give more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
that's
love
really
it. I love that. So, if you were going to give someone else just starting out one piece of advice, what would that be?
follow what they tell you. In order. I have the squirrel telling me to go all over the place.
Just do what you're told.
Yeah, really just don't stop doing it. You get frustrated, you get upset, all that stuff. We all go through all of that, cry a lot, it's not working, it's not gonna work. I do that at least once a week. And but you just can't quit. You have to get up. You have to do it. And in our group, that's the best thing in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what is the best way to get to your shop?
You go to www.whereyourcrazy.com.
Perfect. And I know you've got a Facebook group too, so we'll send links or put links in the show notes for all of that stuff so people know the best way to get a hold of you. You've already kind of talked about it a little bit, quite a bit actually, about your mission to help the homeless and really kind of combat that drug addiction that many homeless people seem to find themselves in. But tell me a little bit more about your mission and your foundation that you've set up for Brandon.
Well, uh, I set it up, you know, just to inform people about drug addiction first and foremost, because it's got a big stigma, yeah, and then it's like, stay away from them. It's contagious, whatever. Or you talk about your son being addicted, and you're like, what kind of parent is that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the sad part about that. And if people learned how it worked, which I did not learn until after he passed away, like in the brain and everything, we didn't know if I wish I knew now what I didn't know then, because just like smoking is a disease, you're addicted to it, and alcoholism is a disease, and whatever else that you're addicted to. Addictions are diseases. And so I want to make people know what it is. It's not just because they like to be high. It's not just because it's fun. I mean, my son told me so many times, Mom, you think I like this? I don't. I didn't wake up one day and decide I'm going to be a drug addict today. You know what I mean? And so that's hard. So I did find out about how it worked from a doctor friend of mine, and it was amazing. So I like to get all that information out. And with Brandy's Foundation, I can do that. I don't. I don't get, many. How do I say, like monetary donations. But when I announce that I'm looking for these things, winter's coming, summer's coming, whatever, and I'm looking for these specific items, can you please see if you have any and let me know? We'll make a pickup place in the middle of where, like the county or the town or wherever, and that works really well to help them. So I love doing that. I do love doing that because the biggest problem with homeless people is they don't have socks. That's the biggest thing they need, socks.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's what I love to do, and if I can help in any way, then I will. I have a whole thing in my basement, like a whole shelving thing full of bathroom stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, last year we filled them with the bathroom stuff and hats. And I have a friend who runs a place up in Waukegan, which is about an hour from here, to help underprivileged kids with schooling, tutoring, up to just life. These families. She's been doing it maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years, and it's the most wonderful place in the world. Well, I asked her about if they could help a couple of years ago. She went and bought duffel bags, I don't know how many, and had the kids colored pictures on them and filled them with so many things and then gave them to me for everyone. Talk about sobbing your eyes out. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. And that, everyone loves that. Everyone, they just appreciate everything. So whatever you can do, that's what I do.
Yeah. I love your giving heart so much. It's really definitely the piece of the puzzle that connected the two of us. The fact that we both know the same pain and we also know the same joy of giving. I think it makes us unique people, and we are always going to be attracted to each other and be able to help and support each other in any way that we can.
Right, exactly.
It's been a true joy to spend a few minutes chatting with you and getting to know you a little bit better. Some of it I knew, some of it I didn't. So I appreciate you so much, and we'll definitely be sharing this out, sharing the love.
Oh, that's great. It was so nice to be with you. I love all your stuff. I'm so excited that you asked me to be on here. It's awesome.
Yes. All right. I will talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the My WHIM Life show today. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a moment of the goodness.